we are team Save the Planet. We are here today to present our idea that impacts everyone's life, saving energy. Energy consumption is an important aspect of everyone's life. It's powering from our homes to our workplaces. Uh, until today, excess energy consumption is still a big concern. Energy consumption has increased rapidly over the last decades. Today, we are aiming to provide a solution to our consumers through a mobile app which will reward them for saving energy. So as we can see in the left graph, we see that United States is in the top countries for worldwide energy consumption. And based on the analysis by IiA, we found that almost 25% can be saved on energy bills by implementing energy efficiency measures. We also found that 20% of energy is wasted in commercial and residential buildings. As you can see in the right graph, the average retail price is increasing rapidly for residential as compared to commercial and industrial. So we did a small survey in Dearborn to see the people's concern on the consumption of energy and their utility bills. And we received a tremendous response to promote our idea to save energy. So based on these responses, we implemented 3 solutions. I'll go over one by one. So first one is utility submetering. It is basically a concept of measuring the energy consumption by subunits. For example, heating and cooling, laundry, or maybe like we can say some examples can be like the overall consumption by lights. The second one is identifying non-busy hours using predictive analytics. So we know that extensive appliances like dishwasher or washer and dryer, they take up a lot of time. So if we give if we give some recommendation on non-busy hours, and people can utilize that time to use those appliances. The third one is auto alerting and notifying when the average energy consumption per unit is more, and they can check on their energy utilization. So this is the analysis by Perch Energy, where we saw that heating and cooling takes up the 50% of consumption, and lights takes over 12% of consumption. And that is obvious. We sometimes forget to turn off the lights when we leave an empty room. And below graph shows how the bill increases after COVID in these metro areas. So for our predictive analytics, we used machine learning. It is basically an LSTM model to identify the non-busy hours. Now, my teammate Kruthika will be demonstrating a mobile app and its functionalities.
So this is the mobile app that we've developed, and we've used Microsoft Power Platform as the tool for developing, just because there are 2 reasons. One is it's a low-code platform, and users can download this, and as well as they can use it offline enabled. So once the user logs into this app, he will be landing to the dashboard screen, and in the dashboard screen, the user can see the electrical expense by month as the bar graph you see. When the user navigates to consumption by utility, we can see the expense by utility, which is kitchen and laundry here. Once the user goes to the monthly reports, we can see the detailed reports of the entire month here. And when the user goes to detailed report screen, we can see the electricity consumption in kilowatt hours per utility at a particular instances of time. So the other instances, I'm sorry. The view screen shows the detailed report of that respective month per utility here. You guys might be wondering what the badge icon is. The badge icon actually shows that the average consumption of electricity in that particular month is less than the average threshold of the whole year. In the reward screen, the user can see all the rewards that the user has got because of saving electricity here. So once the user clicks on the claim icon, a code will be sent to the user screen where we can see where the user can claim the coupon. So that is about our app. So you guys might be wondering why we used rewards as a motivation for the consumers. So we have a case study of Fetch Rewards. Let me walk through it. Fetch Rewards is an application where the users scan their receipts, and once the users upload the receipts to their portal, they will be claiming certain coupons. This is our motivation behind using gamification, so that the users can actually track their electricity consumption and also use this and hence save the planet as well. Apart from this, there are other prospective strategies for saving electricity. So right now we have a scheduled workflow which runs behind, which notifies the users when the electricity consumption crosses a certain threshold. We have scheduled it for an hour. We could show 15-minute updates also using a web page. Apart from that, the consumers can use renewable sources of energy, such as solar energy, and the solar energy can also be stored in batteries. It's not just about saving solar energy or using it, or it's also about how we store the generated solar energy. There are other prospective ways apart from this, but this is one of the way we have used, since most of the consumers consume the electricity which are given by the utility companies to them. By this, we're going to wrap up our presentation, and thank you very much.